Trying to figure out something to give away. There's like somebody spilled like a drink on here or something. Alright guys, so we're off into round 2 action here of tonight's Theros release party draft. On the right we've got Alec Myers, who's playing a Dimir deck. He did have to mold a 5 on the play here, so he's going to be in a kind of a situation as we see him land a 3/3 defender. His opponent, defending West Virginia State Magic champ, Hunter Sumpter, who drafted an Orzhov deck. It's the second Orzhov deck we've seen today. Well, actually, Dave here deck had a little bit of Orzhov in it. So both these guys are on 1 win so far. We'll see how this goes for them. Follow up. Is that the old naked mnemonic wall, or is that the flying? Is that the 2/1 can only fly? That's the Vulcan turn.
I think the black card's the 1/1 regenerate.
It's the Phalanx. No, that's the 3/3 defender. You can pay blue to make an attack, and then Hunter's got the traveling, whatever it is, traveling vagabond. I don't know what it is.
Welcome turd.
Welcome turd. No, this is what this guy is. It's like traveling something. It's a white creature.
There it is.
Nice. I've reached the point in the night where I'm not real too bothered to look it up. I have this up, but it's a lot of work. Gotta go through here and find the card. It's like traveling something merchant or some dumb thing. Traveling philosopher. It's a 2/2 grizzly bear. Uh-oh, watch out, because he's going to bestow on him here. Is that the white enchantment that... Is it scry or is it a bestow? It's a scry card, right?
I can't tell if it's the 0/2 draw card.
Here's something I'm going to say. I didn't play in the pre-release because we streamed it, and I didn't come on Sunday because I can only take like 2 consecutive days of Magic. Can't do like the entire like 72 hours. But a lot of these cards look the same, and there's like a billion lines of text on every card in Theros. Have you noticed that?
Yeah,
like,
there's a lot of flavor text.
Well, even like the bestow creatures all have like a million lines on them. So we're going to bestow the, is that the Death Touch one? Looks like it because he just got in for 3 there. But that's the +1/+1 Death Touch. It's the one, I think it's the 1 drop that becomes a 3/3 or a. Yes, he returned Phalanx. He can attack with it if he pays 1 in a blue. It's like really, it's actually pretty good in this Dimir deck. We saw it during the pre-release. One of the guys who finished 5-1 and won the last round. It was perfect in this deck because
it's one of the cards I was impressed with just looking through the list.
Yeah, Baleful Eidolon 1/1 Death Touch. Oh, and he's loading up another one on it too. I don't know what it is. But somehow Alec is just like racing him back with just like a flyer and this 3/3 wall. He's getting there.
Get there.
Go gadget. Mold a 5. Mold a 5 on the play. It is getting some serious work done here. Alec actually finished, he was 5-1-2. He was our last undefeated player in the 6-round standard pre-release. We do have coverage of that on our YouTube channel if you want to go back and watch that. But he lost in the finals to Chris Booth, who was playing the Dimir deck I was talking about. Partially because of Mana Screw in the last game, as he like had a but he had like the really aggressive Boros deck. In the 3rd game, he never drew a mountain, but like that deck's really good too. I think. Like, and Sealed is a little bit easier to put it together because you have like just more critical mass. You can tell like is it going to work or not. You don't have to kind of throw yourself into the I'm going to take these Crow and Crusaders early and then whoops I never drew anything to activate them. Now my deck is garbage. So, Hunter serving in here, knocking Alec down to 7. Alec draws the, what is that thing? Is it it scries when he attacks? What's the enchantment do? Do you know?
In his graveyard?
No, the one he just played. That's on delay. Can you see what that little one is? I'll try to find it. It's a blue enchantment. It looks like it scries when he attacks.
Recognize any of these pictures.
Lost. They all look the same, man. Fate Foretold. Nope, that's not it. No? I don't care. aqueous form. Oh, yeah, aqueous form. It can't be blocked, and you scry when it attacks, which I guess is fine. Like, you're short on playables or don't have any business.
It combos with the red uncommon that it gets 2-0 in first strike. But
so Alec choosing just to take the damage here, and now Hunter is going to hard cast another Eidolon, so 1/1 death touch here. So this has become just quite the old-fashioned race here. Alec representing representing 5 damage if he can bounce that blocker. Trying to confirm what the...
he doesn't have the bounce spell. He would have cast that hours ago if he...
Well, he drew a card that turn.
That's fair.
No, it's a Vaporkin. Yeah, it's at 2/1, whatever. I really like his Voyages in. I mean, Unsummon's really good in any sealed format, but I don't know. I just really like that card. So this Thassa card's like really good, right? It's clearly the best god, right?
No.
You like Heliod better?
First Feroz is easily the best one.
Oh, the red one. I'm sorry, I forgot. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, it's clearly good. And then Heliod. But I think this Thassa's like...
The green one, I think, is the second best one.
Oh, no way. I mean, I always default to you having the right answer, but I think Heliod's really good. I think Heliod is definitely good. You know what else is good, Dave? Winning free magic cards.
What can we win today?
Today I'm going to give away a foil copy of War Leader's Helix. That's a card you like to pilot, don't you?
It's not a bad one.
You like to cast that in order to not die, so that you can cast Sphinx's Revelation.
Cast Sphinx's Revelation some more.
Yeah. So I have a full copy of it, so I'm going to give that away. How do you win that one? Well, I went to the wrong website. Well, you go over to our Facebook page, and you're going to look for the giveaway post I'm about to make as I'm talking to you, because I'm very good at what I do. I'm exhausted. Let's go and check the Hometown Hobbies chat real quick. I join and leave that like every couple months. Like eventually I just get tired of it, and then like I'll leave it because there's like I just hate seeing that little number over there. But I'm back in it today.
It doesn't appear on my Facebook.
Maybe you're not a participant.
But not with the gods. When I consider a red card and a green card to be the best ones, it kind of gives them a little hope.
This is a hot mess. I'm just like not paying attention at all. Alright, it's official. So how do you win that full Warriors Helix? Go over to my Facebook page at facebook.com/ZachSalazMagic. Look for the giveaway post I just made. It's not hard to find. It's the most recent one, and it's the one that says, hey, do you want to win a foil Warriors Helix? If you can't navigate it from there logistically, I don't know if getting that full magic card is really going to be what you need. I think you might want to investigate into some kind of public education or something of that matter. But yeah, go over there, like, comment, share the Facebook post. It shows up in my Twitter feed. Follow and retweet me there. Like the Facebook page so you're eligible, and then we'll draw next week. I need to up my prize support so I can give away more stuff. So there's a turn 2 Omen Speaker. Thoughts on Omen Speaker, Dave? I mean, you're fine to play it, right?
It's fine.
Scry 2 is good.
I don't think I'm really impressed with it in this format.
I don't think it's like the best thing in the world, but I think it's definitely a card I'm not upset to have in my deck. There's a hard cast Death Touch Eidolon, the 1/1. I guess you could trade your own speaker for it. I don't think I ever would, but Hunter agrees, or Hunter wants to do that.
That's fair.
Boom. Alec has another one.
The blue-black deck's probably... Like, it should theoretically be getting in there with a lot of flyers and a lot of Intimidate guys.
So you just want to trade with what you can?
Just go ahead and try to trade it out early. And
yeah. And that is the... is that the one you can activate for a black to everybody loses 1 life?
Drain? Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. And then there's the, that's the guy, the Wave Crasher Triton or whatever. It's the one where heroic and then you sleep a guy, or Frost Giant a guy, whatever you want to call that thing.
He's fine.
He's very good. I mean, all these cards, all of it, and there's Hunter won the rare draft portion of tonight's draft, but he's the one who got the Thoughtseize. This is going to drop down to 17, and we show, I don't know what any of those cards are, honestly.
The -1/-1 lose your abilities.
Viper's Kiss. Well, this is the Minotaur that gives Intimidate and Haste.
I'm completely off.
And then I don't know what the other one is. Did he take his damage off of the Dotsies? I don't know, and I'm not going to keep track of it. It's up to them to maintain their own board state. So Hunter just passes back. I mean, the black deck has like a ton of business it can do at 5. Like Lash of the Whip. It's a 5-drop, right?
Right.
I mean, it's not like I don't think Hunter's like real upset at this point. It's not like he's under a tremendous amount of pressure. But like you said, the blue deck has a bunch of flyers. Oh, he's activating the drain. That's why the life totals are all wonky. So 6 mana means Sip of Hemlock is active. Don't know if Hunter has that in his deck, but looks like he has a lot of basic lands in his hand. I'm going to cast this thing for 6. Any idea what that does?
Nope.
I don't either. I've seen like three white decks tonight. You'd think I'd... That's Evangel of Heliod, 1/3. When it comes into play, you put a 1/1 soldier into play for each for your devotion to white. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. So make a quick 4 power dudes for 6 mana across 4 bodies. I guess that's fine, right? I don't think you're upset that you've just cast it, but I don't know if you necessarily got your bang for your buck there. And then we got the flyer here, and then the coastline chimera, the one he can't activate because it's white. And then what is that black card? I've literally never seen that black card before. Is it that? Cavern Lampid? Yep.
It looks like it.
2/2 Intimidate. Well, it's actually a pretty good one.
I think, yeah, it's one of the best. Might be one of the. It's really one of the better black creatures.
Yeah. We cast this like Ring of something. Doesn't do like 1 damage to.
You pay 5 and sack it to deal 3 to a creature.
Yeah. Well, at least that's cost efficient. You think it's going to see play on Vintage?
Could be. You can
you can trick a mage for it.
Combos.
I'm glad we're both on the same bad joke plan. So Hunter's going to serve in with the whole team here. Why not, he says. He's got 2 activations up on that one guy.
Yeah, that seemed like a terrible attack.
Alec is just going to... I mean, what are you representing here? The 2 creatures get +1/+1. You're going to try and blow him out with this thing. He's going to kill the Triton. Lose all of his guys. Just to force through 3 damage. Is that right? 2 damage? Not the best thing he's going to do in his Magic career, but...
An interesting line.
Well, I clearly don't. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm not going to pretend like I do. And there is the... whatever that weird octopus-looking thing is. Just serve in with the team here. It's like a fun game trying to figure out what the card is. No. I know exactly which one. There it is. Sealock Monster. Can't attack unless the Hunter has an island. Well, he doesn't. But he can't activate monsters next turn if he draws another land, right? Plus, he just still has this Return to Minotaur, or whatever that thing is down at the bottom, where he can, Right now, his devotion to black would be 2, so he could give it haste, something else, intimidate, and then pound in for a pretty significant hit here, right? Did he draw the land? Nope. He drew the Phalanx, the defender. He's going to cast the Minotaur, so now his devotion is 1, 2, 3. So he can give his whole team haste and intimidate. That Minotaur's actually pretty good, I think. Then Hunter's going to activate his gain some life guy.
Is that a heroic ability? The intimidate and haste.
It's equal to his devotion. So like when it comes into play, you can give X creatures haste and intimidate equal to.
All those other guys can't attack. That's okay.
Ooh, we add another grizzly bear to the board. So Alex is just trying to draw another land here so he can go monstrous on the Sealock Monster, make an 8/8, turn something into an island and attack it with a giant dude, right?
I'm a fan of that guy. It might be because I've just played too much Core Set Limited, but
Yeah.
the sea monsters have always been quite acceptable.
The promo did a ton of work during our pre-release stream.
Yes.
The Shipbreaker Kraken is very good.
I was ready to instantly be in blue if I could have made it.
I grossly... It's not like I thought that card was bad, but I was just like... I grossly underestimated how slow the format was and how relevant that card would be. Because it does take 8 to activate Monstrosity, but getting to 8 is very common. Because you're scrying all the time and none of the creatures are very good, so no one can kill you fast. Hunter looks like he's in a world of hurt here. He can gain 3 a turn, so he's and drain Alec for 3 a turn, so he does effectively have a 1-4 turn clock here. But he's gonna have to survive a million attacks. So we're gonna animate the defender again.
Resume.
Get some. Alec has activated his get some portion of the game. Hunter has no good blocks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8 coming in. We're going to give this guy pro black. Chump here. That's going to let him scry, right? Wait. What card was that? I thought it was something else.
I don't think it was the 2/2/2/2 in scry.
Not for 1 it wasn't. That one cost 3.
The shelter in scry costs 1.
God willing? Maybe that thing's a 3/2. Maybe it was a 3/2 and I missed it.
It's a grip tab.
Going to put the gain some life guy back on the top of Hunter's deck. He's going to... Whoops. He has another one, so he's going to pro it again. Then untap. He's dead on board, right? So he's got to draw, pretty fortunate off the top here. He can't really attack. He can drain Alec down to 7. That's a 7 too much, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, I think he needed to get on the not lose plan and try to drain him out.
Yeah.
Instead of just that alpha strike kind of.
Yeah, if you think about it, yeah, he could have staved off at least another probably 2 turns at a minimum, just with throwing those 1/1s in front. And he scoops it up. We move to the decider here. So Alec's deck surprisingly seems to perform a lot better when it has more than 5 cards on the play. So you're saying, Dave, you think the draft format's at least interesting, right?
Yeah, it looks pretty interesting.
Compared to, we're coming off 2 pretty strong draft environments. Innistrad, some people argue, the best, Triple Innistrad maybe the best draft environment in, I don't know, since original Ravnica, maybe? It's, very strong, very fun. They kind of blew it with Absent Restored, but even, Innistrad Dark Ascension was pretty good, too. Return to Ravnica... I thought that was pretty fun. The entire block one was kind of weird, just because there's a lot of gold cards early, but the 2 large sets, 3 of each, were really fun. Core set draft, I'm always I don't know, I really like core set draft and sealed. I'm just that guy. I really like the kind of watered down version of the game. But I don't know. This looks pretty fun. It's really tedious. There's a lot of.
At first glance, to me, it looked like. It kind of reminded me a lot of Rise of Eldrazi block draft, to where the decks are all pretty slow, and you can't just show up with a pile of cards. Your deck has to do something.
Mm-hmm.
You need to have a game plan. Set out the drafted deck.
Yeah. There's a lot of. Hey, buddy. Use your phone.
Yeah. Grab it. Check things.
Yeah, you have to have a lot of your deck. The good decks are all very synergistic. And you can. A lot of the cards have some value to them, but just drafting good bestow creatures and a couple removal spells and a couple more bodies. I think you're just going to get blown out by a deck that has an appropriate curve, has the well costed bestow guys that it can cast for creatures when it needs to, and the decks that can act. If you can abuse heroic, like it seems like your deck is like amazing. Like if you those cards that up to 2 target creatures do something, those cards are like invaluable. It seems like
they're really good.
the one that's for 3 that 2 creatures get +2/+2. That card seems amazing.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's like not very good just in a vacuum, but in a vacuum is still pretty good. But like if you're triggering heroic on both of those, like it's a combat trick, you're triggering heroic, you can just blow people out. I mean, it's not as good as 6 mana lightning bolt guy artifact.
Of course.
There's another Welkin turn. What is it called? A mist form something? I don't know what it is, but it's a Welkin turn. And then follow up with an Omen Speaker. Like even a card like Omen Speaker is fine if you have like the right bestow creatures. Like the flying bestow guy, the 2/2 flyer. Like he's pretty good. But it's all about how well costed they are. I know we were talking about this offline a little bit. Like that's why I think the lifelink one is so good, because it's effectively costed as both a creature and as an enchantment. Like some of them are just drastically different in terms of their.
Oh yeah, there's the bear spider. He's reasonable. But
the red one I think is all right, but it's very expensive as well. So that's the Anvil Rot Raptor, the 2/1 flying first striker for 4. So that's going to shut off the attacks from the 2/1 flyer on Alec's side.
First strike super strong in this format. Especially.
There's a lot of creature combat.
There's not a whole lot of ways to interact with it.
I mean, there's some combat checks, but they're almost all like white.
I mean, if you're blocking a heroic guy, you can reasonably expect he's going to get +1/+1.
Yeah, at a minimum. And then we see God willing saving the Raptor again from Griptide. The guy that what's the guy that his heroic trigger is like +1/+1 your like whole team? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think he's a rare.
Yeah, I was gonna say is he rare, because that guy's amazing. I saw him at the pre-release, so it's just like, how do you beat that guy?
It's rough.
Like you can just have like a bunch of like on turn 3 you can just have like 3 garbage creatures, then all of a sudden they're attacking for 9.
They're good.
And that Titan Strength, like I think Titan Strength's so good. Like in that deck where you just like take
What's that?
+3/+1 scry.
Oh,
+3/+1 the red instinct.
Yeah.
Especially if you get it on like the double head Cerberus. Like I mean I know that's like a very specific situation, but it does come up. So there's the show me some cards, and they reveal cards equal to your devotion to black, disciple of something, and then you choose which one to discard. I think Hunter's gonna be like at least like reasonably happy with the way the situation is. Is like he's down 4-2 in terms of permanents on board, but like none of the cards that Alec have are necessarily impressive. You know, I think the disciple's like a 2/1 base stats. He can kill one of them at his will.
That's kind of a problem I have with some of these guys. I think their value will drop a lot, even like Omen Speaker. It's like you play it and it doesn't do enough.
Well, here's the thing about Omen Speaker. Like I remember when it came out, and especially since I played like so much Cube and people were talking about it, and I picked up a foil copy at the pre-release just to put in my JV binder, but like I don't know, like I'm not taking Seagate Oracle out of my cube because like Seagate draws a card.
Yeah, that's so much different.
It's like way different. I joked on Twitter about how like, whoops, what's this thing? Whoops, Ashen Rider. Just Angel of Despair.
Giant monster.
Yeah. Hey, bro.
Were you want to draft against? I think there's one. Get ready to fill up. Put names down.
Yeah, put my name down. Yep, that is the Angel of Despair. Ashen Rider. It's Angel of Despair except for Exiles. It's like it's not strictly better. Were you here earlier when I was whinging about that?
No.
I hate when people say that because they're almost never right.
You actively hate that it's strictly better?
No, I actively hate that people say strictly better when it's not. Strictly better is Lightning Bolt and Shock. That's strictly better.
Yeah.
If one is a cat and one is a angel, it's like not strictly better. I know it's like a. That's actually not that bad because like functionally it is kind of the same, but it's when people are like, oh, like Incinerate's like strictly better than Shock. Well, no, it's not. Like it's costs different, does different things. They're both red cards. Well, that thing's going to take over here, right? I mean, it's not like it's not going to get murdered at some point, but it is a giant thing. So, are the angels 5/5s?
I thought that guy was a 4/4 for some reason.
I think it's a 5/5.
Might be strictly worse.
When you tap, when you tap, when you tap 8 mana, you know something good's about to happen. 5/5 flyer. What do you think of this lady, Ashiok Nightmare Weaver?
I was actually kind of considering that. Like, at first glance, I hated it.
I did too, but then I noticed like this into this, like 3 mana go right up to 5. Like I don't know, it could be like a slow win condition for like an Esper control deck or something. But
I was kind of looking at it as like you can only
one
play
5.
you can only play 4 Jaces and you can only have one in play at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just kind of like your bad Jace that you can get him into play.
I was thinking about it more for my cube because I don't play the big Jace in my cube because it's dumb. It's not fun. The Milton Jace,
Oh, okay.
that's not fun in a 40 card format. Is to like have all these like powerful cards and then like that guy.
I had him in the M13 pre-release.
Yeah, I remember.
And I had a lot of fun with that Jace.
Yeah, you did. Your opponents probably did. But I thought that was like a pretty balanced one. You know what I mean? Like it's a mill win condition. It's like tough to interact with through the combat step because it goes up so high. Meanwhile, Hunter's also found his make 1/1 guys equal to your devotion to follow up his Ashen Rider. So he's in a pretty good spot here. Let's see if he wants to suicide his whole team into his opponent's board again. Don't you just keep attacking with the 5/5 until the game's over?
There we go. I think he learned his lesson from the last one.
And can't you be attacking with the 2/1 flyer? Well, no, I forgot he landed the 1/5 flyer down here in the meantime. But I mean, it's just a 2-turn clock here. Well, he's got no more flyers left though. Now it's a 2-turn clock. And that one is the heroic guy sleep. So I guess you can like chain those together. But even then, like Hunter has like such a massive ground force that
Even if
you're not gonna be able to crack back. You just have to like constantly trigger heroic.
he's not playing Happy Magic, I don't think he has much in his deck that can handle that.
And that's it. In a surprise move by Mythic Ashen Rider. We've seen Mythic Polokranos win tonight. We've seen Mythic Ashen Rider win tonight. And we saw your 2 copies of Citizen, whatever that thing is, not do that much. So
He did not win.
apparently, the higher the rarity on your card is, the more likely it is to impact the limited format. It's funny how that works, right? Well, let's step outside here. Let's get you signed up for a draft, and let's see if they have another round or something. My camera's being weird.